With so many tools using AI on the market today, how do you know even where to start? The fact of the matter is, ChatGPT is more than powerful enough to do so many things that you want to do with text. Yes, in video, you might want to use other tools, etc. But with this tool, you can do so much, so quickly, that I think people underestimate its value. So in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how you can take the content from a book or a piece of content and turn it into piles and piles of fantastic repurposed content that you can use in your business. So let's get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click the plus, upload from computer, and I'm going to upload a copy of my last book, Micro Course Profits, and let that upload to ChatGPT. Now, that's uploaded. That means it now has the ability to read what's there. So let's find out what it knows already. What is the uploaded book about? Okay, it's going to give me a couple of responses. It sometimes does this when it wants to get a feel for how you like your output, and also it's part of its training. So it's all good. You don't have to worry about it. In this case, there's a very short one. Here's a longer one. I'm thinking that this one actually talks about my book. So that's probably the best one. So let's have a look. Here's what the book is about. It shows you how to turn your expertise into small, high-impact online courses, micro courses, that solve specific problems and generate ongoing income. Fantastic. And here's the key topics. Awesome. Who's it for? Coaches, experts, anyone who wants to teach. So that's pretty true. That's exactly what this book is about. But I've already got that piece of content and I know what it's about. So what can I do with it? I need some things from social media. So using the book content, write 5 social media posts. Okay, very simple, isn't it? Everybody can do this one. And we've all done it in the past. So here we go. We've got our 5 social media posts. Now, one of the things you'll notice when it does write social media posts is it always puts emojis in. So if you don't like the emojis, just write no emojis like that. And here comes your post in normal format. Okay, so you can get around that and it'll generally remember that. Not always, but generally remember it. So we've got a couple here. Don't need to build the ultimate course, don't make mine online. In fact, here's where people make it. So great, excellent, some posts for me. That's great. But what else can it do? What about getting some things that are specific to you that you wrote in your book or your piece of content, no matter what it is? Give me 5 power sayings from info content. People don't want information, they want transformation. The more specific your course, the more valuable it becomes. We're not building a course, you're building a solution. These are great power quotes. These are the sort of things I could use in a speech. I could use on a picture. I could do so many things with them. Maybe put a picture up and have some music, use Canva, whatever. So you can ask it for power sayings, for example. What about if I need a sales letter? Write a short sales email to promote this book to a group or to an author. There we go. So, well, let's see what it can do. Turning your knowledge into income faster than writing another book. That's a pretty good one, I reckon, to start if you're talking to an author. What's it all about? It's written by a fellow educator and entrepreneur who's helped hundreds of experts do this, including authors like you. Grab a copy here, and there's the link. To even put the link in with my website, mrwebmarketing.com. So it's pretty cluey. It's remembering things about me, of course, because I have used my ChatGPT in the past. What about a sequences of emails? I want a sequence of 5 follow-up emails that I can send to someone after they buy my book and download the bonuses. Okay, so here we go. It's going to produce me some. Thanks, and here's what's next. Thanks again for grabbing my course copies and downloading the bonuses. You've taken the first step. Inside this book, I've shared the exact process. If you haven't started reading yet, I recommend jumping to chapter 2. This is where you learn how to map out your learner's transformation. Great. Next one. why most courses fail. Okay, flip to chapter 1 again and look at the section on mind shift. This is great because it's pulling out parts of the book without me having to tell it. And this is the beauty of being able to upload the information. Chapters 2 or 3 and email 5. Finally, join my microcourse profits community. Great idea. And book a strategy session with me. So that makes sense too. So it's going for the upsell in the 5th email. So we're not trying to sell them straight away. We're giving them some information and then we're following up with the upsell. This is great. I did not tell it how to plan this, did I? It knew how to do it. And this is where I think most people fail to really push the technology. What I've done here is hardly anything groundbreaking. But as far as a time saver goes, it's saving me heaps and heaps of time. What else can I do? I want to do a podcast series to promote and support the book. There will be 10 episodes. Can't spell. Please plan out each episode. Okay, so now it's going to think about this as a tool to go with the launch of the book. So episode 1, why you wrote the book, the rise of online learning. Why? Okay, episode 2, the mindset shift. Episode 3, finding your first course idea, planning your course for success, keep it engaging. Tools and tech, build a buzz, selling without selling, scaling, and legacy course. Now, these are tied to the chapters in the book, which is good. But it doesn't go into too much detail. It's just giving me a couple of bullet points that I can cover to get people's interest up. So now down the bottom here, you'll notice this. Would you like intro or outro scripts titles and help scripting each episode? Please write me intro/outro. Absolutely. There we go. Welcome to Microcourse Profits, the podcast to help you turn what you know into simple, profitable online courses. I'm Brad Hauck, author, educator, and the guy behind Mr. Webmaster. Well, that is me. In each episode, we'll explore typical ways, etc., etc. Thanks for tuning in. Grab a copy of the book, access the bonus tools, or join the Microprofits community. Make sure to subscribe and leave a review. So all the things you'd expect. Oh, and they even gave me an outro for the final episode. It's a wrap of this series. So that's great. I didn't even think about that, actually. I never even thought about doing a different one for the last one. So that's coming along. Now, what else can I produce? What are some content ideas that I can make using the content in the book without giving away all my IP? So coming up with ideas of things to give away or to support that, we've got some social media posts, some short form reels or videos. Reels are great, of course, because they get seen by everybody. Some blog posts or LinkedIn articles. I've got some webinars or live stream. Fastest way to teach online without spending months creating content. That's great. Lead magnets. Here we go. Free downloads, checklist, idea generator, sales page template, and a quick start guide. They're pretty standard, aren't they? Email content, podcast episodes, course and community teasers. Let's get some more ideas for lead magnets. Give me 10 ideas for lead magnet that I could make using Canva.com. I love Canva. It's really cool. Okay, Microcourse Planner, one-page template, 10 Microcourse topic ideas you can steal today, sales page starter template, course outline mini workbook, 5-day Microcourse challenge tracker. So it's not the challenge itself, it's the tracker, which is clever because you're not giving anything away. One problem, one course poster, one audience, one problem, one outcome, one course. That's awesome. I really like that. I'm going to remember to get this later. Mistakes, 7 mistakes. Funnel map, great. Video lesson planner, ready to record checklist. Yeah, okay, so they all tie into that concept, don't they? And I know from having written the book that it also ties directly into the content. So you can push this as far as you like. I don't need any extra tools. This is going to do so much work for me. Now, I can go over and use Canva, of course, to produce these documents. I can do a lot of the layout and all sorts of things in here, such as putting it in tables and all that and copying and pasting it across. but I don't need to. I can easily do that in Canva by itself. The key thing I want you to think about here is that ChatGPT is so much more than just something you can ask questions of. Take your content, feed it in, and then get it to be your assistant in making that content so much bigger than what it was. We've come so far here. We've got all these ideas, all this information has been turned out in a very short time, a little under 11 minutes. I dare you to try and turn this much information out, these many ideas out in under 11 minutes on your own at this quality. I bet you can't do it. So I'm Brad Hauck. I hope you've learned something, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.